This is Suzi Analog, live from Miami, and we're live with Lady of the House.
How does it feel to, represent electronic music production and really like bridging the gap between the underground music and facilitating so many more artists coming into the world?
It feels really amazing to just contribute to the culture and just to know that what I used to feel as a weakness, not knowing audio production, not knowing routing, not knowing exactly which steps to take in the industry, I've tried to help correct with my own story, and to see it empower people for them to feel like they can share their story through sound. I think there's nothing better than that, because sound is also just therapy. It's healing, it's relating, it's communication, and beyond just making a hit, it's all about how we see ourselves in the world. So if I could help people see themselves better in the world just through making a beat or making a track or making an edit, then I'm gonna do it.
So, it's kind of given in the name, Suzi Analog. You are bridging the gap between digital and analog world, hardware, software, DJing, producing, and being an artist. I know, from experience, I've been to your workshops. I've been following you for many, many years. You are now teaching UNC Chapel Hill, Professor Analog. What is it like working with the youth? Like, what are you capturing from this next generation of artists?
I really have always thought about the future, and so I'm excited to see what the future is bringing. And from the students that I've been privileged to be around and to help guide, I see a lot of hunger. Like, I see a lot of wanting to connect through sound, and them feeling confident that they have it within to relate with the world. I also see people, a lot of students love dance music. They love these intersections of music way more even than when I was their age. They're open to so many genres, and they want to bring that all together, and they see the dance floor as a place to do it. And so I'm really excited about how the future is coming, because they're going to continue to bring all these genres together, and we're going to have entirely new ideas and entirely new dance communities, new music communities in general. I also see the different gender representations helping each other more easier than when I was their age. And so I'm really excited to see their openness. That's what I feel like the students that I've had are all about: openness. They're open to try new ideas, and they don't want to pigeonhole themselves into one concept. So I'm really excited. They love speaking about music, talking about music, thinking about music, and not just, again, how they can make a big hit, but how they can bring it to the world and create a real moment.
You've brought your world, Never Normal, into the global world with your work with the UN. You've been to Uganda. Obviously here in Miami. You've been all over. And I'm very, very interested, very, very passionate about the global soundscape of music. How does it feel? Like, what can you talk to us about building these communities and the outreach that you've been doing?
Building music communities is all about bringing your vision and your authentic self to people. And it's not just about me going in front of a group of people. It's about me sitting down with one person at a time, having conversations. That's just like we're having conversations to share ideas and see what you care about. Like, what do I care about? What do you care about? And so community building, sometimes people think it's about going in front of a big group and like making this grand presentation. And really it's about all of these smaller moments where you sit down and you hear about what's happening in the communities around. And from what I've heard in different communities, from community building in Miami, New York, Los Angeles, Uganda, I mean, anywhere I go, education is definitely a key to sit down and skill share with one another, and then to be able to have spaces, third spaces, or clubs, or places where we can bring people together to test out our ideas. And from that, I'm seeing entirely new movements, moments happen. I'm seeing new people step up to the plate and become their own stars in their community. And when that happens, what's important is that they then feed their community. They then give back to their community. When it's community-based artists, it's very mutual. And so we need more of that, more community building, not just connecting in the nighttime on the dance floor, but what do we do in the daytime, and how do we take care of each other's lives in the daytime after the sun has come up and after the birds are chirping? How do we care for each other then? That's the real community building.
You've had a lot of success, and I feel like a testament to that is the people that you surrounded yourself with. It's hard to say. You've been around a lot of artists that have been very successful and are getting acknowledged, getting their flowers, getting their Grammys. Are there any women or women that have helped elevate you or make you the woman that you are today?
Totally. I mean, all the women in my life have made me who I am today, honestly. Of course, from my family, the people who set great examples for me to be strong and to care about my community, like my grandmother, my mother. But beyond that, in music, people and music producers who I really identified with and connected with when I was first starting, people like Toki Monster, Georgia Ann Muldrow. I mean, super talented, multi-talented folks. Meryl from Tune Yards. There are just so many people that I keep in touch with, and they're not all musicians. Sometimes they are people who are agents or have other jobs that are seen as more in the background, but they give me opportunities, or they remind me. Oftentimes, some of the support, especially when it's a woman-to-woman support, sometimes it's just us sitting down and saying, girl, you're doing a good job. And that goes a long way, because we get very tied up into thinking we have to do this way, that way, and not even be perfect, but to respond to the demands of what we're expected to be like. And so just the camaraderie, just the sisterhood alone, even meeting other sisters on the dance floor, even younger musicians who are coming up, younger producers, younger DJs, just connecting with them and sharing mutual love for the craft and the journey. It all inspires me. It all keeps me going. It's great fuel to just power through the hardest times.
You, just like me, are a Leo queen. What advice can you give to the younger generation on keeping their shine?
Ooh, keeping your shine is super important. You want to maintain your mental health as much as possible, and that's not always easy, but that means simple things, taking small steps, waking up, having some water in the morning, taking a stretch. It's all about how you start your day and how you end your day. So with me, even with touring all over the world, I've learned to have a nice morning routine, have a nice decompression routine. I use gua sha, I stretching and just ginger shots and whatever you can do. All of that stuff actually helps your brain feel happy. And so that is the game we're playing. It's not about just how we're feeling. Like, feelings don't just come to us. It's about how we are treating our brain. So a lot of things I do is in service to how I want my brain to be happy. Even if that's I'm going out and dancing for 4 hours. That's part of me keeping my shine, because I shine brighter once my body feels happy. It's also about keeping great people in your life, people who speak power into you, people who speak belief into you, people who are skeptical of your vision, those aren't the people that you want to be the closest to, because you have to take a lot of risks if you want to share your craft with the world, and people may not immediately understand them. So it's really important to keep people who say, even though I don't get what you're doing, I'm just gonna support you and let's see where it goes together, and I got your back.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, I really want to thank you for everything. Thank you for your contribution to the community. I don't know for our audience if they really know, like, you're really out there. You are outside supporting, whether you're in the booth, whether you're not in the booth, you're really going out there. You are supporting local events, local promoters, small DJs, big DJs. You really put yourself there to be present, to get to radiate your energy and contribute to local communities and global communities across dance music. So thank you so much for talking to us today.